Hi, everybody. Welcome to This Week in Falmouth. I'm Michael.
I'm Susan.
Hey there, Susan.
Hey there, Michael. How are you?
I'm doing great. How
That's
are you?
good. Well, also.
All right.
Yeah. We're going to jump right into the arts. Katuitt Center for the Arts. I pulled off some things from the website, and there's like 4 or 5 things to talk about there. They're just hitting the ground running for the late winter. Through February 19th, from February 19th through March 2nd is Waiting for Godot, directed by Ricky Bourgeois. And
that's great. Great
it'll
story.
be Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays at 7 o'clock, and Sundays at 1:30 at the Katuitt Center for the Arts, which is out on Route 28 in Katuitt. Step into the world of Waiting for Godot, where humor, absurdity, and profound human truths collide. Under the visionary direction of Ricky Bourgeois, this iconic, I don't know if he pronounces it that way, but I do.
Then it must be right.
This iconic masterpiece by Samuel Beckett comes alive in the intimate Siegel Black Box Theater, offering a theater experience unlike any other. And so
Waiting for
there you
Godot.
go. Waiting
I
for
always say
Godot.
that to my wife because she's late all the time. I'm like, it's like waiting for Godot. Love it. All right.
And we will continue at the Katuitt Center for the Arts with Mad Science Marvels of Motion. This is a kids event, because we're in at the school vacation mode. February 20th at 2 p.m. Get ready for an action-packed adventure with Mad Science Marvels of Motion, an interactive show which brings science to life with dazzling demonstrations of physics in motion, from spinning gyroscopes to gravity-defying tricks. Explore the forces that keep our world in motion. Perfect for curious minds of all ages. So that would be moms and dads
Mad
too.
science.
Mad science.
I love that. Okay.
Yeah. We will continue at the Katuitt Center for the Art with 76 Days Adrift 2025. February 20th, 7 p.m. This is a film showing Stephen Callahan, the author of the New York Times bestseller Adrift, 76 Days Lost at Sea, recounts the night of February 4th, 1982, when a catastrophic collision with a whale left his boat sinking in the dead of night. With the Atlantic Ocean surging into his vessel, Stephen had only moments to grab what he could before launching himself into the dark. Can you imagine how scary that is?
I cannot imagine how scary that would be.
Honest to God.
Yike.
Unforgiving sea in a life raft clutching a basic emergency kit. For an astonishing 76 days, the fragile, inflatable raft became Stephen's entire world as he drifted helplessly across the vast Atlantic, forced to confront deepest fears, limitations, and the raw power of nature. On the Atlantic, in February, he discovered an inner strength he never knew he possessed. This is fascinating.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, 76 Days Adrift, February 20th at the Katuitt Center for the Arts. George Gritzbach is coming back to the Katuitt Center for the Arts on February 21st, 7:30 p.m. Very popular musician who's frequently there at Katuitt Center for the Arts. Roots and Blues. Strongly rooted in roots and rhythm and blues, Gritzbach is known for his innovative, original songs. He studied under guitar great Reverend Gary Davis early in his career, played with B.B. King, Bonnie Raitt, Robert Cray, Dr. John, John Lee Hooker, you name it, in a variety of venues across the world.
Wow,
yeah,
amazing.
He's very popular. And
cool.
Finally, again, at the Katuitt Center for the Arts, the Inkline Project premiere, which is February 22nd at 7 p.m. This is the first glimpse and world premiere of the Inkline Project, a collaboration between artist Jackie Reeves and writer Lauren Wolfe, and it will begin with the world premiere of the screening First Inkline's collection, animation by Reeves paired with words by Wolfe and original music by various composers, followed by a talk and a Q&A. It's free and open to the public, but it's expected to sell out, so sign up soon. Your registration is required. Basically, 2 artists, one a celebrated visual artist and animator, the other an award-winning writer and poet, decide to create without rules, restrictions, or expectations. This is the Inkline Project.
Pretty cool.
Sounds
Love it.
good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
So that's Katuitt Center for the Arts. Go on to our website, falmouthchamber.com, or their website, artsonthecape.org, to sign up for any of these great offerings and look at the list of things to come. We are going to continue with Cape Cod Healthcare February blood drives.
Yes.
Yeah. There are two in February here in Falmouth, Cape Cod. Woods Hole Oceanographic on February 21st, 9:45 to 4. And John Wesley United Methodist Church on February 25th, 9:45 to 4. The Cape Cod Hospital, the Falmouth Hospital are in urgent need of blood donations. And so they're actually having drives all across. These are just the two that are in Falmouth. And everything that you donate here on the Cape
Stays right here.
Stays right here.
That's
and
right.
don't have cold feet about donating. This is their words, not mine. All donors will receive a pair of socks.
Ooh, that makes it even more worthwhile,
Doesn't
doesn't
it?
it? A pair of
Doesn't that cool?
sockies.
A pair
And
of
they'll feed you
socks.
too, I think. So
Yeah.
I think you're good.
Yeah, they'll
I
give
think
you a
that's
little
great.
snacky
A great thing to
anyway.
really,
Yeah.
in high demand, all the blood, like Susan said, stays right here on Cape
Stays
Cod.
on the Cape, yeah.
Okay.
And if you can't make these two in Falmouth, like I said, there's probably 20 other all across the Cape. There may be one that you can donate at.
Right.
Falmouth Jewish Congregation on Wednesday, February 19th through Friday, March 7th is having their Purim Hamitashon fundraiser.
Okay.
Members and public are invited to order the filled Purim cookies that are handmade by the Falmouth Jewish Congregation bakers and available in poppy seed, prune, apricot, and raspberry.
Ooh, apricot.
Yeah.
Love
Orders and I'm poppy seed myself.
Okay.
Orders and payment are due at the office by Friday, March 7th. Even though there's a link on our website and a link on their website where you can sign up for these cookies, and it says due by March 10th, but they actually prefer March 7th because they need all that time to get these orders out. Okay?
Yeah.
And pickup will be at the Jewish congregation on Tuesday or Thursday, March 11th.
Awesome.
Color Me Confident. Saturday, February 22nd, noon to 4, Boutique on the Byway, which is on North Main Street, out on the Queens Byway. They're offering 30-minute color analysis sessions to learn how to style your wardrobe and your confidence with your perfect palette.
Well then.
They do have an early bird rate and a general admission rate, and they offer discounts for military, first responders, teachers, fitness professionals, and medical professionals. And there's an email address on our website, falmouthchamber.com, on the event listing where you can look for your special code for any of these discounts.
Okay.
Saturday, February 22nd, from 2 p.m. to 4:30 p.m., West Falmouth Library is offering a Sankofa Journey, The African in America, an artist talk by Robin Joyce Miller. Falmouth's Juneteenth Celebration Committee, in observance of Black History Month, that's the month of February, presents the Sankofa Journey, The African in America, artist talk by Robin Joyce Miller, who is a native New Yorker who retired from teaching in the New York public school system, and her husband, who is also who's a banker, I think, retired banker. She and her husband co-authored The Faithful Journey from Slavery to Presidency with her husband, James, a lifelong poet. She wrote and illustrated Who Do You Say That I Am? A Man Called Jesus, with paintings inspired by Ethiopian Christian art.
Mm-hmm.
And she specializes in African American heritage mixed media art.
Uh-huh.
Light refreshments will be served. Tickets are free. Register online. That's the West Falmouth Public Library.
Interesting.
Isn't that interesting?
Ethiopian Orthodox are one of the oldest churches.
Yeah, you know that, don't you?
I do know that,
Yeah,
yes.
Isn't that interesting? Yeah. We were just talking about
Yeah,
that.
we were. That's right.
Believe it or not, we
Part
were
of the
just
Oriental
talking about
Orthodox churches. So anyway,
Okay.
maybe
we
we're
move
checking
on.
that out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. We move on. Songbird Collective Live Music, Saturday, February 22nd, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Coffee Obsession in Falmouth.
Mm-hmm.
Inspired by the Tiny Desk concert, So Far Sounds at Blueboard Cafe, create a cozy, collaborative atmosphere where music lovers can settle into the present. Songbird Collective is a show where musicians and songwriters truly feel heard. Not like background music, come with your ears and eyes open, and this month's show features Heloise, James Davis, and Mia Vandeloo. That's a musical name.
I like that.
Yeah.
Mia
Vandeloo. Songbird Collective.
Great. All right.
We're going to switch gears and go with writing an effective business plan. This is an offering of the Massachusetts Small Business Development Corporation. Thursday, February 27th, 11 to 12:30. The expression is true. If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. That's Benjamin Franklin. Join Cliff Robbins, MSPDC's Southeast Regional Director, for this presentation. There's a word there.
There you go.
That will show you why and how to write a business plan, paving the way for you to build a success. Okay. The workshop is free, and there's how to sign up is on our website. The Cape Cod Community College at their Hyannis campus is offering the OSHA 40 certification on Tuesdays and Thursdays,
Yes.
February 27th through March 13th, 8:30 to 5. When you do try to sign up, they were saying it'll show add to the wait list, but it is currently open for registration.
Yeah, and those when that comes up, that certification, it's in between. So take advantage of it if you're looking for it. Sometimes they're far in between.
Yeah,
so,
and they offer it at least once a year, sometimes more often, but like you say, it's not like something that's regularly offered.
So take advantage of it.
Yep.
Great.
So there's a number here to call for registration and pay. It's a 40-hour course. It contains the regulatory overview, site and safety health plan, job hazard analysis, waste characterization, site investigation, audit, personal protective equipment, and so on and so on and so on. And this is in an in-person class at their Hyannis campus on Main Street.
Okay.
Black History Month continues with an author talk by Dr. Michael Pregoe at Highfield Hall and Gardens on Thursday, February 27th at 5:30 p.m. He will discuss his new book, Slavery and Abolitionism on Cape Cod. From the era of the Puritans through the end of the Revolutionary War, which was evolutionary, by the way. Boston was
wow.
Boston was a central hub for the slave trade. Believe it or not, we like to think that in the North and the Northeast there was no slavery, but we were intimately involved in the slave trade because we have all of the whaling and the sea captains and what have you. Slaves were brought on board ships from the African coast with regularity, often mastered by Cape Cod sea captains. The number of slaves per household was generally smaller than in the South, but there was a labor force needed there, and they supplied the labor. And that peaked when our nation first started. And Massachusetts prohibited the practice in 1780, but the sea captains continued it because it was a lucrative practice.
Sure, the triangle trade, as we all know about, very terrible, continued for a long time.
A long time. It was, money was involved, and it was just too lucrative to ignore. So the book discusses religious views, political platforms, economic factors, and social movements that existed during the pre-Civil War period. And this is being offered.
A lot of abolitionists right here in New England. Kind of led that charge during the Civil War.
During the Civil War, yep. Falmouth Public Library. They are offering on Thursday, February 27th, 7 to 9 p.m., Fisheye, using underwater cameras and AI to count migrating river herring.
Wow.
Yeah. Ever wonder how AI that's artificial intelligence, can help track river heron migration? This presentation demonstrates how underwater cameras capture the journey of these fascinating fish and how AI steps in to identify, track, and count them.
Ooh. So you don't have to stand on the bridge and count them anymore?
Which is interesting because we know someone who does that every year. And she's been doing that for a long time.
Click, 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 click.
She borrows the clicker from the...
Wow.
Counting the herring.
Yeah.
River herring, and this is, we'll dive into the highlights from the 2024 river herring spawning migration at the Coonamessett River, revealing insights like population size, migration timing, and compare the AI-driven findings with the traditional methods. Interesting.
That's very interesting. Everything's going automated.
Yeah, everything is,
Yikes.
AI is going to make its way into our world.
Pretty soon we're going to have AI this week in Falmouth. Watch out.
Yeah. Farming Falmouth. This is what we're going to end with. Farming Falmouth movie premiere, Food and Country. This takes place on Friday, February 28th, 6:30 to 9. However, they're starting to reach a point where they might be sold out. So if you want to attend this, sign up now. You need to RSVP to reserve your spot. but they're going to be a screening and discussion of Food and Country, which is a powerful documentary that dives into the challenges facing American farmers and the future of our food system. Trailblazing food writer Ruth Reichel reaches out across political and social divides to uncover the country's broken food system and the innovators risking it all to transform it.
Yeah, some of those innovators are right here with Farming Falmouth. So we were very fortunate. Daria and I were able to tour with Sheriff Buckley and Troy Clarkson last week. We were over to the Patch, the property that is kind of off
Blacksmith shop.
Yeah, and a Gifford Street extension and all that. But up in that area, there is a piece of property that has a home on it that Farming Falmouth is intending to turn into farming community, to bring farmers in, give them an opportunity. So it'll be not just regular crops that you would grow from your vegetable garden. There's going to be fruit trees as well, and there's going to be a hen house and all sorts of things going on. Fascinating, particularly in this community where, you know, agriculture was so important.
Right. And aren't they like intending to have like an internship or a live-in intern, people who are interning and learning how to farm?
I think that'll be part of it, and it'll also be just farmers that come in and they'll be able to take that property and turn it into. So, yeah. And so, you know, it's very important, and what they're trying to do here is really an amazing thing to draw attention to the broken food system and how at one point everybody grew their own food. And even growing up, backyard gardens and supplemented, but, you know, to have that fresh go, what are we having for dinner tonight? Let's go in the back and just
pick it out and see what's ripe.
So, yeah. So, in honor of them and color me confident, Susan decided today to dress like a broccoli. And I dress like a farmer that's going to pick the broccoli for lunch. So, right, there we go. But it's a great film.
I'm a snap pea.
A snap pea. There we go. Okay. So, and we're two peas in a pod. So, here we go, right? But if you have an opportunity to get there next Friday,
check it
well
out.
Worth your time.
And certainly if you've never been to the farm that's over behind the Andrews farm, check them out because they're doing some great things over there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Great.
So that's it. Oh, we have a business after hours tonight. I think there might be a spot or two left.
Maybe if you want. It's at 8 Cousins, the new store to the left of the old store, the adult store. So it'll be 5 o'clock to 6:30 p.m. If you want to go, please give us a call at the chamber to make sure that we got room. Rooming is the number is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there we go.
All right.
Yeah.
And, I guess the other thing we should also mention is Citizen of the Year applications. That's coming to a draw. That's a week from tomorrow will be the deadline. And the other thing is we did a last call for the guidebook. We are actually a little bit over what we had proposed for the guidebook advertising. Might be able to squeeze one more in. If you have every intention of doing that, you're going to let us know right away. Yeah. Otherwise, poof, 2025 is gone.
It's gone.
All right. So
enjoy the week.
Make it a great week.